Hello, everybody. This is the John Crow, and I was just playing around here in the sandbox, and I had an interesting idea that I just wanted to workshop live. Based on the Walking Dead jam that just passed, I hadn't experimented too much with the soldier behavior, in terms of fighting off some of the other attackers. My participant characters didn't really have any kind of fighting roles in this, and just kind of looking at it now, it would have been interesting to incorporate that. So what I've got here are four, I guess, pedestrians. We'll call them survivors. I've just got copies of my Marcus character here. They're defined as a soldier. They have a health attribute and nothing really special about them there, right? So they can assume some attack damage. They can also dole out damage. They're set to attack the hostile tag, so that's something to note as well. The hostile tags, of course, being I guess these are the wolves, the gray wolves, and they have the hostile tag here. They are also set to attack the soldier, which I added in. The default for the melee enemy is just to attack the avatar, so you'd want to add the characters that have been tagged with the soldier behavior in there, or that have had the soldier behavior added. Then at least these characters fight back, so when you hit play here, you can see they kind of get into this battle, and the wolves will just kind of set on them. Let me just get away so they don't attack me. And when they finish killing somebody, they're just going to go to the next, but at least there's kind of a good fight there. So that's kind of interesting. But what I thought would be also interesting is to try and do some kind of spawning behavior, if at all possible. So I'm going to try doing that and kind of figure out one on the fly. I had one that I made for the Walking Dead contest where some of the walkers weren't dead. They hadn't had the headshots, and so they would respawn when my character got close, just using a speaker entity. Oh, no, I think they've seen me. Oh no. And I don't think they don't even have health components on them, so I don't even think I can kill them. Yeah. Anyways, so let's just play around a little bit, and I don't know. Let's see if we can figure something out. So for each one of them right now, they already have the soldier behavior on them, and unfortunately, you can't add more than one behavior to an asset. But I wonder if I couldn't just add a drop component when the object dies and have the character perhaps spawn in that way. Let's try this out. So we have these kind of healthy live characters. When they die, they're all going to, let's just make sure, they're all going to receive the instant death message. They are going to be killed. And if we were to add a drop component to them as well, so that when they die, the drop condition would be, well, it could be a message as well too. I'm not really sure what would be better here. We've got this kill death message that will cause the drop, which condition is required, and one of them is fine, no offset. We want it to drop not a preset, but a behavior. So the asset we'd want to spawn here would be, what do I want to spawn? Let's get one of my walkers, and let's say it's a big walker, one of the heavies. Walker giant, where's my heavy? Walker heavy final. There we go. We'll use that one right there. I think that one just has an idle behavior on it. But we could give it, when it's spawned, we could also give it a default melee enemy as well. We don't need it to be a collectible. I don't think I need anything else in here. Of course, it would need a health component. What else would I need here? I'm going to get rid of this one. I can't see anything else here, unless maybe it were to, I don't know, become a collectible, but then you wouldn't be killing it. Pickable. Anyways, let's leave it at that for now. And this one would also have a tag attached to it as well. This would also be a hostile tag, so it's born with the same. Actually, no, sorry, not a hostile. This is the soldier. The soldier tag, the same as its spawned parent would have. Collides work. No collect messages. So that looks good. The only thing that I'm not sure about, we'll see, is the drop condition. So let's just test this out and see if we can get some agents respawning. watching their deaths from afar. Well, they're standing in there pretty well. Oh, yeah, there we go. There's one. So, I'm not sure why this guy's not fighting back. One guy's not fighting back. So that walker's done. Yeah, this one's spawning as well, too. And, oh, see, now they're attacking me. And I think the reason why that's happening is because on the spawned object, if I go and actually go and look up one of my walkers here. Walker heavy. And I place it. It's a hostile. And if I just look at what the melee component by default is set to attack, yeah, it's not set to attack the hostile on the melee enemy. And I don't know how you would add that into the spawn, because you can't do presets in here. So we kind of might be stuck. This might be one of those tests that don't work. So we're spawning a heavy walker. It's given the melee enemy behavior, a health component. And yeah, it doesn't look like we can really do that unless we were to change some of the actual behaviors in the animation of our character. And even still, I think what I would want to check here is, let me check what this walker character looks like in Vox Edit, because I kind of messed around with a lot of these characters during the game jam and changed a lot of the presets, and I haven't looked back there in a while, so I'm not sure what I'm going to find. I think I've got Walker Giant, Walker Heavy. I've got my rig folders that contain the original VXR. That's the heavy rig. And that's the original that it's based off of. So I want to go into this one. I think this one has all my animations. And I think if I just look at the cycles, so yeah, the heavies, you should be playing attack 1 is, I think, the default attack of all of the characters. So that one's fine. And then my idle 01, yeah, that's the one that seems to be playing as well too, is just the idle animation. So if that's the default, and the default is attack 1, even if they were to play attack 2, it's still got some kind of response. The problem is, of course, that we can't set the melee enemy tagged component on that one there. Actually, what we could do is let's change it. So I just had an idea here, and I'm just noticing the mistake I made. It's a soldier. It drops its behaviors that, which is a drop behavior, dropping an asset, and we'll change it to actually soldier. That's what I've kind of missed there. So I think now that it should fight back, because the soldier will fight the hostile tag and it won't attack me. So if I try that now, okay, let's let these guys feast. The soldier should at least fight back against the hostile. So I think this guy right in front of me here is about to go. There we go. And yeah, so he definitely fights back. Right? He's got his big smashing attack. And I don't think any of these wolves have any kind of health on them, as I mentioned before. So we can kind of make this an interesting simulation. Let's take our 5 wolves versus 5 Marcuses, and let's see who wins. Let's go and add in a health component. These characters, they don't really need to be in here. Let's shift them over, and let's see what happens. Here comes a big experiment. They all set upon one another. Who's going to go first? Again, I think obviously the character's going to go first. Oh wow, the wolf went down first. Look at that. And they're now ganging up on the wolves. My experiment might have actually failed. Unfortunate. Oh, there we go. We got a spawner now. Now the wolves are in real trouble. And this is kind of fun, you know. This is kind of the fun part about playing in the sandbox. Now the only thing here is that this character won't attack me. Oh, yes he will. So if I attack him, he will attack me, but he'll walk away after that. So that's kind of interesting as well. And then it finally dies. I'd have loved to have built some kind of headshot animation where unless you kill these characters in a certain way, that would have been interesting to try and figure out how you could kind of hack some of the animations to do this. However, I think only the basic attack is covered right now. And these characters, he just goes down way too easily. And yeah, he can hurt me. So he's going there. Great. Okay, so I think that's kind of cool. I just kind of wanted to cover that. It was just sort of a spawning idea I had, and I thought I would just share it live and see what became of it. And so in the end, what I got here is we got 5 melee enemies with health components set to attack both the avatar, adding in the soldier tag. We have 5 soldiers, 5 Marcuses. And with those 5 Marcuses, we've given them a soldier behavior, also given them some health components. One of the differences is when they die, they're going to execute a drop condition, a death drop condition, and they're each going to drop 1 asset. That asset's going to be one of my walker heavies, so the respawning, I guess. And their behavior is the soldier behavior, and it's important because they're going to fight back against those wolves who also have a hostile tag that the soldiers will attack. And I believe if I edit the logic, when I do spawn that walker, the behavior of the walker that spawned doesn't show in here, but I think if you look at the original soldier behavior, it will perform an auto defense. And that's what was happening when I attacked the character. But what you don't have in here, of course, is after you walk away from the character, it'll kind of turn away and go and mind its own business again. So hopefully that changes down the road, but that's kind of another approach to the spawning for the Game Jam challenge, and would have been nice to have that one a few days ago, but c'est la vie. Anyways, this is the John Crow. I hope you learned something from this, and we'll talk soon.